Hey everybody, it's Michael Skelton here, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Final Girls Series 3 Ultimate Box. Got it right here. This is a pretty big box, same size as the first two series, and I thought I'd make a video as I open it up. I'm not going to do a full unboxing though, because Van Ryder Games, their YouTube channel, has a pretty in-depth one. So I'm just going to open this up, show the feature films, show what's in the special effects crate, and things like that. Kind of go a little bit quicker through it. I did also order the Series 3 mystery box, but already opened that. I'm not going to show that one on video since it is top secret. So let's get the plastic wrap off and then we can start talking. All right, there we go. Plastic wrap off, and we've got the cover that shows how everything goes in the box. Sorry, this is such a big box. I had a little trouble like getting my camera to get everything in the shot, but on the back of this sheet shows you how to put everything back in, just like with the first two series. And then after you take that off, look at that. We've got all the killers on the cover with all the Final Girls down below. Love this. I will quickly show off the different sides. Here we've got all the different killers and all the different locations. That's on the bottom. Top, we've got Final Girls Series 3. Right side, we've got, I should know this Final Girl's name, Mandy. I'm going to guess Mandy, the one with the chainsaw. And on the other side, the left side, we've got the Tormentor. All right, and let's take a look at the back, which shows all the components that come in the Ultimate Box. All right, let's flip it around, take the lid off. Boom. All right. There we've got all the feature films lined up. All right. Before I start taking these out, first thing I wanted to say is the main reason I'm making this video is actually just to let everyone know that I got my Series 3 Ultimate Box and that I do plan on making special rule videos for all the feature films, just like I did for Series 1 and 2. So those will be coming in time. I'm not going to make any promises on how fast I can do all these videos. This is definitely something I do for fun. It's just I do it in my spare time. So it will take me a while to get through all of them, but I do plan to make special rules videos on every single feature film, as well as the vignette, and also Grandma and Teenage Carolyn, which I believe, have special rules attached to them. And the other main reason I'm making this is just to test out all my equipment, dust it off, make a quick video, see how everything does. I got my microphone, my camera, SD card, found the charger, all that good stuff. So let's take out the first one, the Killer from Tomorrow. So this one has the Hunter at the Sunny Days Ball. Oh yeah, and they all have these inserts on the back. So as I said, I'm not going to open up all these feature films. You can go to the Van Ryder Games YouTube channel or any number of channels for people that have fully unboxed this. But I'm actually really excited for the mall location. Zombies at the Mall sounds fun. The artwork for the map just looked really cool. Does it show that on the back? Yeah, kind of does right there. And then the idea of the Hunter sort of having two phases really interests me. So I heard this one's pretty hard though. So there it is, the Killer from Tomorrow. I should say this space right here, which could be a core box if this is the only series you have, can also hold the North Pole Nightmare though. So let's put that one in there just to take a look, because that was part of the Series 3 Kickstarter, although it was sort of its own separate thing, and it was a special feature. So now it's got a home. I've been keeping mine in Series 2 box, taking out the box of props, so I won't have to do that anymore. All right, so let's take those out and continue on. Here we have Hell to Pay. This has got Razorface in the Hellscape. Hellscape is a location that has an ever-changing map, And I will say I did get an advanced copy of this one for being a mod on the Van Ryder Games Discord. I've played it a bunch of times. Super fun. Love it. Hellraiser, the inspiration for this, or one of the inspirations, is one of my all-time favorites. I love Clive Barker, the author. And so I was pretty pumped about this. And I will say it did not disappoint. So that will probably be the first special rules video to come, just because I've played it a bunch already, and now I have the minis and the epic finale that I can make a video for all the special rules. All right, moving on to the next one, we have the Falconwood Files. This one's got the Slayer and at Falconwood, which is sort of a large town. Well, small town, but map-wise, it's a large town, right? We've had maps of like a neighborhood with Maple Lane and like a house with Creech Manor. This is the first time we've kind of gotten a full town, so that looks cool. This one, I am excited about the, is it called the Upside Down? I think it's called the Upside Down with the Slayer. That mechanic kind of seems similar to the Awake Asleep mechanic in Dr. Fright, but sort of taken to the next level. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about the art on this one, the 80s vibes I'm getting, the cool colors on Slayer. Love everything about that. So excited to see how these missions play out. Next up, we've got the Merrick Murders. This was sort of the flagship title. Surprised it wasn't first on here, which has the Tormentor, and it's in the Merrick warehouse, which can't really see it right there, kind of dark. This one's pretty exciting. I've loved the Saw series, although I kind of stopped watching them at some point, but the original ones I liked good enough. And I just think the Tormentor has this iconic look that is perfect for Final Girl. So I'm excited to try this one out. This will probably be the first one I play. Next up, we have Don't Make a Sound with the Eyeless. I love the cartoony art style on this one, very unique. And the Eyeless is at Utopia, which is sort of a compound map of a compound in the desert. The idea of making noise and being easier to catch, or easier for the killer to catch you, interests me. The cartoony art style interests me. The sandworms, is that what they are technically on here? Sand snakes interest me in that it's kind of like the location is against you. So those make for interesting locations for sure. So this was recommended during the Kickstarter as the best one to start with, as in like less rules overhead, least complex. I definitely, having played Hell to Pay, I would say that one's a pretty good one to start with too. All right, so here we go. We got the cast and crew box for Series 3. This will hold all the Final Girls and their minis and their item cards. And we've got the Savior from the Sunny Days Mall on the side. That's pretty cool. Yeah, always love these. Perfect storage solution for all the girls and their minis. And then we've got the bonus features. Oh my gosh, this is heavy, because it comes with all the gruesome death books this time, straight out. I'm tempted to open this one, because before it didn't really have much in it. Let's open it. All right, there we go. Yes, so we've got Series 3 lore and scenario book, the gruesome death books, and the feature film rule book. And if you've yet to see the gruesome death books, okay, so there's the rule book for the films. There's the lore and scenario book. I really like the killers all together there. That's pretty cool. So the gruesome death books have one book for each location. So that definitely adds to the weight here. So we've got all these locations with their books. There's Utopia as well. All right, so that definitely adds most of the weight. And I will say I don't open my bonus feature box for the other series very often. So this is cool to see that. So, yep, and the lore and scenario book, if you haven't seen it, just kind of goes over each killer, gives some lore. I'm not going to show you. And then in the back, there's all the Final Girls with lore, and then it's got each killer going through each location for the series. So that's pretty fun to do. All right, and then the one I'm most intrigued about, the special FX crate. That's what it's called, special effects crate right there. This is in place of the matte boxes that were in the previous series. All right, let's open it up and see. This has separate boxes inside. Yes, here we go. So I will kind of show what's in each of these briefly. So let's see here. We've got on the left side the Final Girl accessories box. And this has sort of the Kickstarter stretch goals. So you could think of this one as like the box of props. It's got the supplemental game mat, which goes on the left side of your Series 1 or Series 2 game mat to add some extra spots. Dice tray, tier markers, tier dice, and the tier board. So this will be sold separately in retail. And then we've got the guest stars box. This one, I guess it's kind of like box of prop stuff too. So I guess these two together are kind of like box of props, because this one has the secret envelopes for all previous promo girls and vignette girls. It's got 5 new signature action cards, 5 new vehicle action cards for the zombies for each location, 15 proxy event cards for each location, 1 for each location. So now we can make custom events. 3 proxy item cards for making custom items. We've got 4 Final Girl promo cards. And then Carolyn's Revenge character pack and Grandma's Grudge. So that's awesome. And then the final box is the Guest Stars Miniatures box, which comes with miniatures for the new promo girl, Jamie. Then the Series 1 promo girl, Paula. And then we've got Grandma and Teenage Carolyn, which are sort of special to this series. And then we've got Agnes and Layla from the Series 2 box of props. The other 2 box of props girls don't have minis yet. They're part of a crossover between another Van Ryder game, The Dark Quarter. Had to think about that for a sec. So there you go. All right, so let's put everything back and pack it back up real quick, and then we'll do a final sort of sign off. All right, and there we go. Everything's all packed up. See if I can center it on there. All right. I'm really excited to just dive in and start playing these. Really excited to start making videos again with the special rules. If you've been wondering what I've been doing for the past year, you can always find me at the Van Ryder Games Discord. I'm a mod over there. And most importantly, I post a weekly challenge every week. And so that just takes a killer matched up with a location. We're not ever duplicating them. So we're trying to go through all the different killer location combos. And each week I post one and it's got its own thread and everyone plays it. Well, everyone who wants to plays it. And we post kind of our game recaps. And then I post stats at the end of the week and post a new one. So that is 100% what I do. Most of my weeks, I'm playing Final Girl and picking out a new killer and location combo to play next. It's so much fun. I've met so many awesome people playing through the weekly challenges, and it's just a good way to play a solo game with a bunch of people together. So the other thing I've been doing this past year is getting into mini painting. I'm not sure how well this will show up on camera, but here are an example of the intruders all painted up. And I really dove into this sort of separate hobby within a hobby, buying a whole bunch of paints and brushes and just figuring out how to paint minis. I was happy with the gray ones, but I definitely always wanted to paint them. So I'm pretty happy with the technique I've kind of came up with for Final Girl. And these minis are pretty small, but it's so rewarding to paint them, and it's a ton of fun. So I cannot wait to paint the new minis with Series 3. And of course, we've got Final Girl minis too. So here's a couple examples of Final Girls that I've painted. Like I said, tons of fun. I finally just kind of finished the Final Girls a couple weeks ago. So now I've got, who knows how many more I've got to paint. But it really is a rewarding hobby, and I do like it. So that's been fun. Let me know if you're interested. I've been debating on whether to make a video on sort of how to paint the Final Girl minis, at least with my method. I'm mostly hesitant to do it. One, I don't know how well my camera will pick up the minis, so it'll be interesting to watch this back myself and see how well those minis pick up on the camera. But also, I'm no expert on mini painting. I really just started it. I've gotten lots of advice from other people and YouTube videos and stuff like that. The Discord was a great resource, but I really just found a method that worked for me and ran with it. So, you know, I'm hesitant to make a video on how to paint Final Girl minis when I don't really feel like an expert whatsoever. But there definitely are some common questions that I answer quite a bit. So I figure maybe a video would be good for that, but you know, I'll probably worry about that once I'm done with all these series 3 videos. And I'm looking for something else to do. All right, and that about wraps it up. As I said, over the coming months, I will be making special rules videos. Stay tuned for those. If you've ever wanted a specific video from me, go ahead and put it in the comments. I always love to hear what people are thinking. And last but not least, if you're not a member of the Van Ryder Games Discord, what are you doing? Get on over there, join up. I'll put a link in the description here. It's a great place, wonderful people, and you know, someone's always on to answer rules questions or just sort of read your recap of a game you recently played. And I post the weekly challenges over there. They also have giveaways and tournaments and all sorts of fun stuff to do. So yeah, go join the Van Ryder Games Discord if you haven't already. And with that, Michael Skeleton is out. I'll see you guys over the next few months as I post the special rules videos.